Want to blow out your eardrum skin.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Get Off My Lawn. I'm Jedi Johnson 22, joined as always by the great Dom Tober, the always steady Sticks Boy 73, and the man behind the curtain pulling the levers, Joe Doolin. What's going on, fellas?
Friday, boys.
What's going on?
Friday come
I hope our viewers enjoyed that new intro that Joe put together. That was pretty exciting. You know, not the intro, but the music before, where we're counting down from 2 minutes. That's the music. That's the music that plays in my head when I'm sneaking downstairs at night to try and get a piece of cake without my wife getting on me. So that is exactly what's going on in my head. So, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. We're going to go say hello to the chat here in a bit. But before that, let's go around the horn, see what the fellas have been up to. Joe, what's going on?
Just trying to arrange books. A lot of stuff that came in this week. That was about all. Just trying to find room for stuff. Starting to run out. It's time to reorganize.
My wife reminds me of that all the time. Don, what's happening? You get bit by any children this week?
I am living that life every day. Remember, all my stuff is going in storage, so there's no room. So I'm dealing with that. So, and like I said, I haven't been collecting as much stuff as prior. You know,
I'm taking up the slack, Dom. I've been collecting too much, and I need to stop. Or I need to start selling some stuff I need to do. Sticks, how you doing, man?
I've been pretty good. I've been enjoying my Doctor Who specials the last couple of weeks.
Doctor Who.
And you saw Doctor Who was on the top 10 this week?
They were on the hot 10, and holy shit, I don't know what's happening in the world. I don't. It's topsy-turvy.
Time to be a Who fan.
So yeah, like you guys know already. In case no one's noticed, I have a little bit of a different look behind me because one of my old cabinets decided to give way and lose its structural integrity a couple of days ago. And it just kind of fell in the middle of the night. It just kind of started leaning into the other one that used to be over here. It was a catastrophe waiting to happen, so I had to intervene. So I have a new look behind me. Hope everybody likes it. It's a lot more organized, at least for now. So see how long that lasts.
I keep looking at nooks in my office, and I was like, can I fit a bookshelf there? And what will that obstruct if I put a bookshelf there?
For the few days that I didn't have these, I had to go by and get some new shelves for those few days when I had stacks of comics and slabs over here, and the looks I got from my wife were just like, it's not good. So, all right, let's say hello to the chat. What was that?
BK, I don't have to bribe Pete. Pete likes Doctor Who.
All right, we're going to say hello to the chat. In the meantime, I think Joe is going to get a banner running across the bottom of the screen because we do have some giveaways, so pay attention to the banner. And after we say hello to the chat, we will give some verbal instructions, difficult instructions as they may be. We'll verbally. GT Comics, as always, coming in first, second, and third. No room for anyone else. If you're not first, second, or third, you're last. Tommy Longbox, evening. Hey man, what's happening?
Hey Tommy.
Have a good show, fellas. Catch you on the rewind. We love the people that watch the rewind. That's we love those. Love them. And we check up on it too to make sure folks are watching our rewind because we looks like that. Hey everybody, Carolina Collector, what's going on, Carolina? Spider Guy Murph, happy Friday to all the girls, guys, and geezers. I fall into two of those categories. Won't tell you which two. What's going on, Ronnie? All right, it's time for the old man show. Yep, every week, every Friday. BK, is the real Dom on the show tonight? I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll see if the Kraken comes out or not.
I'm going to say he was on time, so I don't know if we're actually dealing with the real Tom or not, because the real Tom is seldom on time. Wookie Fanatic, hey, go figure. You cover a woman in a bikini and Dom is on the panel. Dom knows what's up. Leftover work and painted a birdhouse. That's probably more than I did today. So Congratulations. BK's back at it again. Just in case you didn't know GT was. Let's see. No, I don't. Is this you or is this you, Joe, or is this
Nope.
the boss?
No, that's
the boss. All right. No bribes for BK. I love Doctor Who. Look at my setup again, and you'll see TARDIS, whoever that is, and 3 sonic screwdrivers. Now I think you're just making up shit. D. Malloy is already ahead of the game. D. Malloy knows what's up. He's in it to win it tonight. Hashtag mudbutt. That's a different giveaway.
Yep.
That's a completely different giveaway.
It's a giveaway of a different color.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we got everybody good. We got people popping in there. We're up to 7 entries already, and the show has just started.
Excellent.
Let's see. I don't want to miss everybody, but I might. Let's see. Jeffrey Sato, what's going on? Jeffrey Drake, always a show. Not a show unless Jeffrey's here, so thank God he made it. And I think I've covered everybody at least once. So,
yeah.
Joe, take it away.
Well, you boys want to do some pickups first? Let's get into this.
Oh boy, do I!
We'll let you go first here, Jedi. Oh, we'll let you. We'll let Dom go in there while Jedi grabs his stick.
Right.
So let's get you up.
But first things first, I'm gonna get a laugh. So I was digging through some stuff because I'm doing the cleaning. I got things I have to be moving in and out. And remember, I was an actor at one time before. So I found my headshot.
Oh, nice.
Here is my headshot. Dr. Drake Amore over here.
You got. Do you have a stack of those? You got to start signing them, and we'll start giving them as giveaways.
Actually, okay, aside, this is the only one I have left.
You're gonna have to head to Kinko's then.
Here's all the work that I did. If you look, get close, get close. You see, I was in some theater, some music videos, television, film.
You were in The Sopranos?
Yeah, I did some extra work in The Sopranos. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. No, I'm not gonna lie. You were a good-looking guy. I don't know.
I don't know what happened. She got giggles laughing over here now. Yeah, well, I had hair. What do you want me to do? I don't have hair.
We all got our problems.
I don't want to stereotype you, but you look like the kind of guy that's going to get shot in like the first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie.
Probably. Definitely. Yeah, so
that still pays.
Over here. But anyway.
Oh yeah, still pays.
I found that. I thought it was fun to show it because
no, it's cool to see you. That's fun.
You gotta get that bad boy framed.
Yeah. All right, so actually, let's show some comics. I actually got this. I finally got from Unknown Comics. Remember I had the Black Friday sale that you sent me the link, Jedi.
Oh yeah.
I picked up a couple of things.
I think I got some stuff from them in here too in my stack.
Yeah.
As do I.
Yeah, let me get the. All right, here we go. All right.
You know, Dom, now to think about it, I think I've seen you.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe you did.
Let's see what BK. I knew BK was going to have some comments about this.
What are you
Dom
trying
is the button man for all night. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, there we go. So I was able to get the Mando Boba.
Nice.
Virgin.
That's a nice cover.
And I got the. I was able to get the Transformers versus Terminator.
Is that a wraparound? Oh, okay, I was gonna say it looks like a wraparound.
It's a wraparound. Kind of take it out.
Oh, then get no clear back. Got it.
And then I was able to get the trade dress.
Oh, nice trade.
And then the Virgin Maul, Clone Wars.
That's a good Mandalorian cover. I know a lot of Mandalorian.
I like it.
That's one of the better covers, I think.
I do like that definitely a lot. And so I got this from Target, another Black Friday sale. So instead of going for my the autographs on all my Boba Fett's, you gotta definitely pick up the pace on getting more Fett's so I can get autographed. I got a couple more of Target, the 100th anniversary retro reimagined Boba Fett's from Target. They get autographs when the next Boba Fett contestant shows up in one of the cons. I can have them autograph it and build the collection. That's about it.
You gotta stay prepared when you're collecting Boba Fett. Can't be
That's it.
caught
Always.
without the goods. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. So I tried to prepare again for this and to actually know whose comic I'm showing. I don't think we'll see. I think maybe I got a C on this one. So this is I picked this up. I didn't really. This is Sweeney Boo. You guys,
Sweeney Boo. Yeah.
You've heard of Sweeney Boo? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Wasn't just some random person drawing. Okay, so that's the Sweeney Boo. I've got we are missing our favorite DC expert this week, but this is Mark Brooks, Detective Comics. Yeah.
It's autographed? Or it's just a whip?
Yeah, no, it's autographed.
Autographed? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Got I think this is Mark Brooks too. Captain America for AOA. He's I don't know if he's in there, but this is a wraparound as well.
Oh, nice.
This is Vampirella with the Stray Dog, signed by Trish and Tony.
Oh, fantastic. Very timely.
That's cool.
And when I bought this, I don't think when I bought that one, the owner threw this one. I don't think I bought this. I think the owner just threw it in. This one's signed by just a Stray Dogs Free Comic Book Day, signed by Trish.
Nice.
That's cool.
I have Vampirella, signed and remarked, actually. Whoops, where's it at?
Oh, nice.
This is the arrow through the chest is a remark by Nate Menendez.
That's a fun remark.
That's a cool one. James Tinian.
Oh, nice. Sandman.
Sandman cover. So this is a cool story that I bought this off of Whatnot, and it's kind of I didn't pay a lot for it. It is remarked by Cameron Johnson, and there was a story they were telling about Cameron Johnson. You can see the remark over here. Apparently, this is his creation, Bone Cheek. And they were saying something about he worked in a hotel as a concierge, and when he wasn't doing his job, he would be working on this comic. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
I have to give a thumbs up to a fellow hotel worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was as bored as you are half the time.
Well, listen,
I wonder if he was on IG as much as you, whenever he's working.
Nah, you know what? I tell you why, man. I'm busy a lot of shit that goes on.
I know you are. I'm messing with you. Medusa. This is another Cameron Johnson. It's not signed. He signed the COA, but the comic itself is not signed. But that's another one of his.
It's a nice cover, though.
Creations. Oh, we talked about this person last week.
I love Deja Thors.
Nice.
This is a huge.
I have that poster in my bedroom right now.
But I can't find the. It's not signed, but I can't even find the normal. Normally he has the AH exclamation point in there somewhere, and I cannot find it. It is a wraparound. I cannot find it anywhere. But this is him, they say. Okay, this is where I start to falter. I don't know what this is. I just like the cover. I got to figure out. I still got to do homework on this one. I just thought it was a cool cover.
Yeah.
Anybody has any idea? Let me know.
Specs.
Huh?
That was Specs.
Are you being serious?
Say so.
I'm super gold.
No, the name of that series is Specs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the name of the series is Specs. Okay. Any idea who the artist is on that one?
No.
I do, but I have to think about it.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Jenny.
You're giving me something to Google, so I'll Google Specs and see if I figure it out. But something's killing the kids. I don't know who this
That's
is.
Jenny.
Know who this
That's
is?
Frizen.
That's Frizen. Oh, nice. All right, I got to set that one aside. I picked this up because no one else was bidding on it. I don't know. This may go out as a giveaway here shortly. I have no idea.
Hey, listen, that reminds me of the Scar King,
Frizen.
Godzilla Kong. I'm so hyped for that damn movie for some reason.
This is
Carla Cowan.
Color Count, yeah. So it's a cool cover. I like this cover. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about the series. It's just a cool looking cover. This is some stuff that some of the sellers just threw in. It's probably not worth shit, so I don't know what this is. So we'll just go through these quick. I have no idea.
A Cosmic One. I work in the W for Marriott.
Yes. We talked about this last week, right? Didn't someone?
Yep.
When
Yeah,
we talked about it, I said I thought I had it. Thought I had it coming in as a.
Yeah, Hughes has some great ghost covers.
Who is this?
I don't know if that's that should be Hughes, I believe. If it's
Is that Hughes? Oh, okay. Again. Oh no, you sure it's not Dotson?
Hughes did a lot of the ghost stuff, but I think
didn't Dotson did some covers too? I remember. Yeah. That was a good universe they had.
I don't know where I got this. It's signed. I picked this up somewhere. I have no idea.
That's cool. I've been trying to find that issue graded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna give it to you, but if you only want it graded, never mind.
You know what? I appreciate it. I'll take it. Thank you.
Vampirella signed by Sajad Shah.
Is that?
And this I got from I really like this cover. It's not signed or anything, but this one I got from Unknown Comics. It's one of their Black Friday sales, I think. I really like this cover. This cover's cool. I bought a couple of these.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Bought a couple of those. Spider-Gwen. And again, some mystery pool stuff where I struck out here. I don't know. I got to stop doing those mystery pools. That's all I got.
It's a nice stack. You got anything, Sticks?
No, not really. I can show some of the Doctor Who comics I got this week. I got some Doctor Who comics this week. Not that I didn't have them already, but
the Marvel run.
The Marvel run, yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So I got another set of them. So right now,
Can never
especially
have
since they're on the top 10 this week.
Yeah. It's
I'll keep mentioning that because it's Doctor Who.
How that Marvel one kind of stands out.
Is that the
catches
Grinch
the
in the
eye
background?
easy.
You get the Grinch in the
that?
background on your Doctor Who pops. What's the animal in the back? The stuffed animal behind you.
So the one over here.
The one that's behind on top where your
No, that's Santa Claus Yoda.
who's that?
Oh, Santa Claus Yoda.
Santa who?
Yoda.
Oh, Yoda. Oh, okay, Santa Yoda. I thought it was a Grinch. It was green from the far. My glasses do shit.
Toys this year, you
know.
Daniel, we're going to talk about this later. I think this is in the news. We're definitely going to talk some Godzilla later.
Oh yes, definitely. And let me go through some of my stuff here. Let's see. Let's start with slabs. First Elena Wayne, Huntress.
Nice.
I love
And
slabs.
First Elena Bertinelli, Huntress.
Nice. Nice.
I found them at decent prices, so beefing up some Huntress stuff. I got a fantastic Art of R.L. Black sketchbook.
That's a cool.
Really great. There's some fantastic art in here. If you are a fan of Star Killer, there is an awesome Star Killer in there.
I like that.
That's Hobgoblin to the lightsaber, dude. I don't know.
No, it's Hobgoblin mixed with Taskmaster and Hobgoblin.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
It's cool pick though.
No, it's a cool book. There's some really cool art in there. And then we got lots of books. Sarah Lone.
For the chicks.
Sarah Lone. Some Hughes Vampirella.
I got to pick that one up. I don't know why I've been avoiding that one. I see it all the time.
Some Hughes Lois Lane. Some Hughes Crypto. Barbaric 1 in 10. Bartel. Some Gun Honey Heat Seeker. Some Josh Burns.
Not quite as cool as writing a sub sandwich, but
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Then you got
I ordered these. I got these coming in. There's a blue.
Yeah.
There's this one and a blue one.
Yeah, there's a blue background as well, but I love Carla.
Both those. I'll probably get them next week.
It's got nice toes
And
there.
I basically have a whole short box of Gun Honey stuff and Hard Case Crime, so just keep adding some Lobos.
I was hoping it was actually signed by Carla, but it's not.
Nah, some Lobos. Some Hack Slash came in this week.
Oh, that's cool. Whoa. What was that?
That was Zoe Thorogood. No.
Oh, it's another Hack
Flashback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bikinis. Cheerleaders with bloody knives. Some
Catwoman. Some Cole.
Oh, nice.
Some Lotte. Oh, yeah, I love Lotte. Yeah, it's been going around a little bit. Some Sway. Cat Marvel 2. Some Darkling. Some Mac. And yeah, I know you got yours in last week. I got mine in this week. Did
you get all 4 of them?
No,
2 of them.
I just got.
Okay,
we got the Marines and the Army one.
Why didn't you get the Navy?
The no, because the no is good. I if they should have done a better cover for it, I would have bought it.
Nothing wrong with that cover.
Holy Roller. This is a good new series. It's a lot of fun.
It's like it has this Time magazine vibe to that thing.
It does. It's you gotta love a vigilante that takes his anger out on people with a bowling ball. Lipstick Chicas.
Where are you finding some of these damn books, dude?
Oh, I've had all these pre-ordered for quite a long time. Some more Gaspar. No.
I tried to pick Joe's brain a couple times to figure out where he gets some of these books, and he sent me down a rabbit hole that I was like, nope,
I know.
I ain't ready. I ain't ready for this.
I've seen you get books that I've never seen you get before in your life. All of a sudden, you get these new books.
Some Rosanoscope stuff. I always get. I love the Santos Sisters. It has a very kind of deviant Archie vibe to it since their Halloween special. And let's see.
Santos Sisters. Never heard that comic book.
Got all my distillery stuff came in, so I got Sama One. I got all the covers for that. Saucy. I got some. That's nice ones. This forced me to now buy magazine size fucking bags and boards.
Hand on her boobie. That's hilarious.
Jay Lee.
Hey Joe, I don't know where we're heading here, but we want to pump the brakes here. Somebody's coming.
Oh no, they're fine. I had to slip the one that is the mature cover. I had to slip it other way around, so we were clear. Good times. That's what I got. That was my
right, well, before we transition, we've got 11 entries in the bin, I guess, so to speak, for the giveaways tonight. I think we have 2 giveaways tonight. So if you don't hit on the first, good luck on the second. But you got to type in hashtag. Oh, that's cool. You got to type in hashtag RED, hashtag red, as in Red Sonja, in order to be entered. So.
Yep, I'll be giving away nice Arthur Sidem Savage Tales. It's a great cover.
That's good.
I don't know how she survived in the cold weather with just a thong on and no.
She's hot blooded, baby.
She's hot.
Check it and see.
Fire burning inside her.
She's got a fever of 103. Yeah, she.
Sticks, did you want to show your giveaway? Did you say I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I thought you said
Yeah, I did. Yep, I do have one.
Let me,
So I got the
oh yeah, that's sweet, dude. I like that.
You get the black and you'll get the white version as well.
Nice.
All right, well that jumped. We're up to 14. So at some point during the show, when Joe says pull the trigger, we're going to run this thing and give these things away. But in the meantime, let's get this party going.
Let's do it. So let's get into a little quick comic now, later, see what's out there this week and what might be out there in the future. I went a little Kickstarter-y for the future stuff this week. So, so we shall see. So this week, there's a new Mercy Spark series, which is the fun little series with some fun covers. That one came out this week. This is the cover B, the Randall cover, which is pretty nice. Birds of Prey. All the covers of Birds of Prey have been fun.
That's a great cover, but is that Harley?
Yeah,
it is, right? Man, that's a mean looking. That's probably the meanest looking Harley I think I've ever seen. Right? Holy
sway!
That bitch is crazy.
People have issues sometimes with some of the faces that Sway puts on them.
That's mean.
And then Princess vs. Zombies 2, Bella Rose, just a nice Mike Chrome cover. It's just it's a good looking cover. Mike Chrome normally hits all my necessary bases for stuff. So it's kind of some stuff out there this week. It was not necessarily a slow week, but it was.
Not just any set of thighs can keep those stockings up.
No. Yeah,
that's right.
You don't miss leg day and keep those stockings up.
No, can't do it.
And then for coming up, Black Mask has a Kickstarter for Godkiller. There's plenty of Godkiller fans out there. There's a lot of great covers. This is just one of them. I'm a huge Jasmine Darnell fan, and there's a lot of fantastic Jasmine Darnell covers in it. This is the Dusky Loveless cover, who also has some really, really good covers. So that's on the Kickstarter now. So I think there's.
Is it funded already? Is it fully funded?
I think there's 30 days left. I'm pretty sure it's fully funded already.
Those things fund up quick.
Well, it's especially because it's when the publishers do Kickstarters, I think they tend to go a lot faster and fulfill a lot faster. And there are a lot of Spider-Land and Godkiller fans out there that really love this series. And sometimes it's a little hard to get in stores at times. I don't know. I don't know why. A lot of the stores either don't order all the covers or just order a little bit, and sometimes things get delayed. So I believe they already have like 400 backers on it. So it's there's lots of goodies in there. Also on the Kickstarter is, and I think there's a handful of days left on this as well. For Boom, it's there's soft cover and hardcover for this. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers: The Return.
This is the what's her name? Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah,
this is the one behind this, the Pink Ranger.
Yep.
But
So
I understand. Don't Boom have a huge? They hold the license for Power Rangers. Why is there a Kickstarter for Power Rangers?
This is put out through Boom. Boom does a lot of different things. Like Berserker is put out through Boom, but they initially started it as a Kickstarter. And you basically get the graphic novels with special covers.
Yeah, so, I thought the same thing, Dom, when I started asking Joe about Kickstarters, because I didn't know anything about Kickstarters, and I don't know if we really want to go into it too much, but I noticed the same thing.
It's good to go into.
You go in there, you will recognize some publishing companies, usually indies, right? You don't usually see the big two in there, but like you'll see some publishing companies in there. I know. I made note of that too. I thought it was kind of weird.
Well, you know,
Boom uses it a lot.
It goes back to McFarlane too, because McFarlane had the Kickstarter for his thing, and I understand that you can raise more money without using your money you have to put out something where you can use people's money to make something, and that's how you can save your own money putting out your own. Stash.
And it's also, the comic will be out normally, but it's a way to be able to get special covers, special art, other types of little bonuses. I always tell people never knock Kickstarters, because you can find some great stuff on there, artists that you love that will pop in just to do, a cover here and there of stuff. So I mean, this is if you're a David Mack fan, that's it's a great thing to have.
I was telling Joe when Joe and I were talking after he kind of told me where to go, and I went in there, and some of the things I noticed, and just kind of tongue in cheek a little bit, but if the Kickstarter had like some sexy girl on the cover or something, or had some sexy title, that son of a bitch was funded like crazy. It was like, some of the others were barely kind of struggling to get it, but man, you put a sexy chick on there. And
I mean that's what
put me. If you put me on there, you might get Kickstarter.
Well, that's true, Dom. We need to look into that.
Let's do that, man. Kickstarter.
But like that new Zorro series is coming out from the Murphy, the guy that does Batman White Knight, and there was Kickstarter for that, and there's a Hughes cover in there for it. So it's with Lady Rawhide. So yeah, that's something you're not going to find at the store. So if you like finding those rare covers every now and then, they're fun to fund. They always put a ton of crap in with too. I got more stickers and bookmarks and all kinds of crap that they shove in there when they end up coming due too. But when they get really well funded, they have the tiers of reward levels. A lot of times, if it's really well funded, a lot of times you get extra books that get thrown in there, all kinds of stuff.
I was on I won't name the person that was actually a company. I was on a Whatnot stream earlier today, and they were doing their giveaway, and their giveaway was bookmarkers. And I was like, you cheap motherfuckers. I ain't even entering this thing.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
I normally just throw them in.
The Kickstarter, do you see the Kickstarter for the monsters? That somebody's doing a thing for monsters, and they're all homage covers. They have like Dracula, the werewolf, the Mummy, Frankenstein, and it's being created. And they're doing like the Spider-Man, the McFarlane pose, the Punisher, and all the different covers, which is really cool. The monsters.
Yeah, Giggles wants you to have nothing to do with Kickstarter, Dom.
I mean, you have to understand, Kickstarter is delayed gratification as well. I've had Kickstarters that I've put money into that you're waiting 8-9 months sometimes for after it gets fulfilled to get published and printed and shipped and everything else. Some are really fast, but it's definitely a delayed gratification. I forget about half of the ones that I've funded at this point. Unless I go back into Kickstarter.
This next cover is one that I will not buy. This thing's no. Are you buying this thing? This thing is.
It's a cool Matina.
I look at it.
It's a Matina cover, and people do like Matina. It's also from a book that our friend Tony Fleece does. So it was pretty creepy. I thought it was a pretty damn creepy cover.
That's a pretty cool cover, though. I like it.
Yeah.
You like it? Huh?
It's Matina.
I assume he just took an axe to the face or something. So I don't know what's going on there.
Chainsaw.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, but I thought it was pretty nice for a Matina. And I hadn't seen a Matina that I really, really liked for a while. This is
Hey, Jedi, what you got to do is buy that book, put it on your mirror in your bathroom. You put the light on, you see it.
You gotta put it behind the mirror so that when you go wash your hands, look up in the mirror, and then you see it behind you. Freaks you the hell out. So yeah, that's what we got in the future. But yeah, don't knock Kickstarters or sell them short. Like I said, a lot of times you can find some, especially if there's certain artists that you really like that seem to do a lot of different covers and stuff like that. A lot of times you find some of that rarer stuff pop up in a Kickstarter. So, like I said, there, and don't ever sell just going to the publisher's site short either. Like Boom, you go to Boom. Boom has direct reserve covers. They have covers that they just put out on their website that are, limited to, 250, 500, whatever. And they're often quite reasonable and often on sale. So it's always a place to look. It's always a good place to look for ratios as well, because a lot of times you can find a ratio on a store site cheaper than ratio, when sometimes it's selling for more than ratio on eBay. So.
Yeah, I know we're struggling through here, Bruce. We're trying to get through this without. It's a grind. It's a grind.
Yeah. We're doing the best we can. In the news, yes, definitely do. In the news this week, speaking of Tony, Tony Fleece and Trish Forster have come up with and are going to release a new series called Feral. So this is supposed to be an interesting take on kind of a zombie apocalypse. So Tony and Trish of Stray Dogs fame will be releasing this new title in March, the end of March of 2024 from Image Comics. So hopefully,
get this.
Yeah, I love Stray Dogs. It was great. And I know we've had, the channel has had Tony on before, and I'm sure they'll probably try to get Tony or Trish on again to talk about this series on one of the many Rennavision shows. So
yeah, he's a friend of the channel, and he's been on SNS at least once, probably more than once. So
more than once.
Yeah, go out and support him whenever we can. So he's a good dude.
Yeah, definitely.
And Trish too, super talented.
Yeah, they're fun together. The Stray Dogs the art was really fun, and the story was really good and dark. Like I said, they put together really nice, really fun, interesting reads. So
yeah, I mean, just the concept behind Stray Dogs was just like whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
who would have thought, right? So
it was fun and dark. I enjoyed it. So it's nice to see them. And I mean, this story came out in the Hollywood Reporter today. So I mean, that's good.
That's big news.
Yeah. They're getting good exposure, and it's good for both of them. They're both great people.
Agreed.
Royal Idiot. Natalie Portman said that King Charles asked her at the Phantom Menace premiere if she was in the original Star Wars film. She said, "No, I'm 18." So that story popped up this week, and I just kind of I found that quite amusing.
Well, it's kind of funny how we're talking about it. That they're talking about, that she might come back to Star Wars. She was talking about that since Anakin and Christensen came back, that she's looking maybe to make a comeback and do some Star Wars stuff again, which is kind of funny. Maybe we'll get Sabe.
Sabe would be fine, but Padme,
shitty
mother. She gave up. She gets no second chance.
I'm heartbroken, Anakin. I died.
Can fight a rebellion, but she can't raise two kids.
She can come back as a Force ghost, right?
No, she's not force sensitive. Well, anybody can be force sensitive now.
Everybody's force sensitive.
That's what I was getting at.
You get the Force, and you get the Force, and you get the Force.
Don't get the trigger started.
Yeah, he's been good.
I've been good.
Yeah, this is kind of, it is kind of a silly thing to ask, but it just goes to show everybody has their silly moments. It's hard to throw stones. I know I've said some stupid stuff in my day, so yeah, this is pretty silly though. I mean, especially.
Well,
I mean, Natalie. I mean, even today she probably doesn't look her age, but yeah, you gotta kind of.
Well, all kidding aside, you can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit there and watch Star Wars. He has no fucking clue what's going on. This guy, he's more worried about his other shit.
Nothing else to do with his time.
I don't care. Anybody could. Jedi, if you were walking down the street, hey, were you in Ahsoka? Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't know shit.
Well, I mean, we all. I mean, I have obviously, and I figure everybody has had to prepare their bosses for meetings and make sure. So I just wonder if somebody got fired after this. The Prince, or I guess it would have been Prince Charles at the time, if he was like, "Who put this in my? Who told me to ask her this stupid ass question?" Somebody might have got fired. I don't know.
He's that type of dude. You go, "You ever watch Star Wars?" He goes, "What's that?" That type of dude.
Yeah, I don't know what else he has to do with his time.
It's hard
You
to
know-
tell who's a nerd and who's not a nerd in Britain. They all kind of look. I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
I can tell you right away that I do know that Prince Charles is a Doctor Who fan. So there you go.
Is he? Well, of course he is.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know.
Exactly. There you go.
We got a teaser trailer for Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
You're not wrong, Cosmic.
So Amazon's going to have a series on Prime with Donald Glover and Maya Erskine. Maya Erskine is very funny, so I'm hoping they let her be funny in this and not too serious.
But let me ask you a question.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for them to make a series out of this.
Do we need to?
It's
At least the concept of the movie, anyway.
yeah, it's loosely based on it, so it's basically having them where they're in a spy school or just getting recruited early on, and they meet each other, I believe, there. So it's a flip on the concept. So it's not they're married and then later find out that they're both spies. So.
I just finished watching a show on Prime about husband and wife spy, that when I was watching it, I was thinking, I was like, it's not like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but it's certainly
close enough.
Was it the girl? What's the name? Who's married to Jonas? The Jonas brother?
Yeah. You remember the name of that
that's
show?
The Russo brothers. The Russo brothers.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Yeah, and they had the guy from Game of Thrones in it too.
Yeah,
where they lose their memory. Yeah.
But awkward king aside, do we need this as a TV show?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind shitty TV. Like, it's like, this is something that I like Donald Glover, and I like Maya Erskine. I believe they're both hilarious people. So if they put this and put a decent amount of comedy into it and have it be kind of that comedic action, I'll watch it.
Well,
Citadel.
what we need is
I couldn't remember the name of the show.
Citadel,
Citadel. If anybody wants to check it out.
Yeah. What we need is a good modern day remake of Scarecrow and Mrs. King. That's what we need.
Yes.
Yeah. Riptide. Riptide. We need a reboot of Riptide.
They gotta make a modern update of Fall Guy. Come on.
They got the movie coming out.
Movie's coming out.
Oh yeah, the new. Yeah, that's right. The movie. Okay.
Yeah, but I finally watched that trailer and.
Yeah, it didn't.
It's too long. It's too long.
Didn't hit me. Didn't hit me.
Well, I mean, the movie. It looks like it's going to be a good movie, but how much it's based off of the original series is not a lot. At least from the trailer, it doesn't seem to be related to the series too much. It still looks like a fun movie.
If they start bringing back 80s properties, come on, Simon and Simon.
Yeah.
Heart to heart.
Anyway, there
you
go.
Ruffalo.
DJ and the Bear.
Ruffalo sort of teased, not teased, solo Hulk movie.
He's always doing this.
Yeah.
Han Solo in the Hulk movie? Oh my God, Dom, you hear that?
Yeah, so Ruffalo says he remains hopeful that one day they'll work it out.
I really hope that they bring Hulk back to his original way he is, because they made Hulk a freaking piece of shit.
Oh, you don't like Professor Hulk?
No.
I'm not crazy about him either.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody goes up to Ruffalo every day and be like, "Hey, Captain Marvel got 2 movies. How many Incredible Hulk movies have you been in?"
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, the Hulk's issue is that he's owned by Paramount, so
yeah,
Marvel any money
still
for some reason.
They're still holding the rights on. Oh, man.
They're still holding the rights.
Congratulations, Daniel. Welcome to the club.
Well, he always has She-Hulk.
Control yourself.
You've already got. Well, I think that's part of the Hulk universe, right? I don't know if they own that either.
Yeah. So yeah. Maybe he'll get some. I don't know. I like the Norton. I like the Edward Norton incredible.
I do too.
But you know
I
what?
thought
I
it was
like Mark
good
Ruffalo.
movie.
He was good, but the fact is, they made it too corny. They made it too stupid. The Professor Hulk shit. They should have made him Earthbreaker Hulk. They should have freaking did that, man. You know,
Earthbreaker Hulk.
World Breaker.
I'd like to see them go full Maestro on him, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, unfortunately. I
That'd
wish
be
they
cool if
would.
they did
That would be fun.
Ragnarok Hulk was my favorite Hulk. I like Ragnarok Hulk.
I like Ragnarok. No, it was good, but I don't know. Hulk needs to be of that friendly demeanor because kids are scared. Cares.
Yeah.
To be scared.
Kids who read the comic know he's
It's Hulk.
Hey,
We had no problem. We had no problem with
that's
Frig
right.
now.
Everybody's watered down now. That's it. You're right.
Dumb Hulk is the best Hulk.
Yeah.
Reacher.
Yes.
Season 2 is moved up one day, so it's going to premiere now on December 14th, not the 15th. I will take every day I can get in terms of the schedule bumping up because I'm very excited about watching season 2.
This was a great series.
Yeah.
But he'll always be the Thad to me, but this is still such a great series.
They're not, I don't think they're not launching it all at once. It will be weekly, I believe.
episodic.
So, yeah, which I don't know. We got teased for so long with just stuff getting dumped on us and being able to binge stuff that my watching ability is difficult to do episodic.
Yeah, I'm happy. There's a couple of things that are coming out. I'm looking forward. They're actually moving up Rebel Moon too. I heard Rebel Moon is getting. Is that coming out the 22nd now? It's coming up a little earlier.
John, we are doing giveaways. Hashtag red get you in the giveaway. We're doing 2 giveaways tonight. Just throw that out real quick.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. So, and I'm looking forward to the He-Man cartoon in January or February in Netflix. So there's a couple of things I'm looking forward to.
Do a Reacher watch party. That's a good idea.
Reachers. I liked the movies, even though Tom Cruise didn't make sense being cast as Reacher based on the character in the book. Size wise, it didn't make much sense. But I enjoyed the movies. I enjoyed the movies a lot, and the series for what it was and the production value of it was very enjoyable.
I'm trying to decipher what they're talking about in the chat. It's
Red Rockets.
I watch a lot of like clips at work on Preacher. You know,
it was a fun show. Like I said, production value couldn't have been that much to make this show. Yeah. But I don't know. I like the guy. I liked him in Titans. I like him in Reacher. So.
Did you see that show he did? It was a very short-lived show. I guess it was a series where it was a dystopian and they were driving cars that ran on human blood. I gotta find this.
No, but it sounds awful.
It did. It was terrible. It's terrible, but it had Thad in it. I don't even know the guy's real name. It had the Thad in it. So of course I'm gonna watch it because I like this guy is like one of my favorites. It was such a terrible show, but it was I don't know. It was stupid, but you knew going in it was gonna be stupid. I got to do it. I'll see if I can come up with the name of the show here while you guys.
I enjoy him, and he does a good Reacher. He plays it quite well. And Godzilla -1, it's outperforming. I know people were like, "Oh, it only made $11 million at the box office." That's the most in 20 years that a foreign film has made in the domestic opening. So,
So I went through some ups and downs with this show this week. So my son, my youngest son and I were going to see it tomorrow, but that wasn't the case because originally I was talking to my son, we're having dinner, and I said, "Hey, Saturday, let's go see Godzilla -1." He's like, "You know it's in Japanese, right?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "It's subtitles. It's subtitles. You got to read." He knows how I feel about that. He knows how I feel.
But it's Godzilla.
It's Godzilla, man.
Are you serious? I was like, "Are you serious? It's subtitles?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh man, I don't know." Okay, so then today I get a phone call from my oldest son in Tennessee who had just seen it, and he's like, "Dad, you have got to see this movie. It is the best movie." He's already saying it's the best movie of the year.
I've not heard one bad thing about this movie. Everyone's seen it
was
as
blown away by it. He says it is a must-see movie. Is what he said. You've got to see it.
My wife is not into this.
We're going to go see it tomorrow.
I am a Godzilla fan, and I am very hyped. The Godzilla stuff that's coming out. You know, fuck Star Wars, fuck all this shit. Godzilla's on my top list. I'll pick this.
Tell you take giggles. You like we're being cultural tonight. We're gonna go see a foreign film.
Yeah,
I'm taking away for her birthday. We're going away. We're going upstate for her birthday. So kind of
promise her dinner and a movie. She'll go.
I want to see this. I really do.
Daniel, I don't know. I mean, overhyped. I have not heard my son.
Please don't bring up shit.
Talk. My son has never sounded as excited for me to see a movie because he wants me to text him as soon as the movie's over because he wants to talk about it. He wants me to call him and talk about it. So.
And I will stress again.
Okay.
The budget on this thing was $15 million.
Yeah. They're going to make their money back.
They've already made their money back.
I can't imagine what they made it.
Yeah, they've made their money back. And
they made their money back and then some overseas. They made a lot of money. You know,
look for Dom screaming in the streets.
Yes. -2.
Look at this fucking lizard.
Yeah, you doing? Hey, look at this guy over here.
Hey,
this big
juice. What the fuck are you doing?
Look at this
juice. Where you going there? I can't do it. I can't do it.
But yeah, like I mean, to me, it's amazing for $15 million. It's a solid movie. Hollywood, take note. You don't need $200-300 million to make a
story, and the story plot
movie.
Is good. See, solid story, and that's the way to go. When you do a good story, the movie falls into place, and that is how movies should be done.
Are you ready for the Japanese box office?
Yeah,
this is exactly what my son told me. You're not going to be doing a lot of reading.
There you go. So this movie came out in Japan November 11th. That was the first weekend. First weekend, it made close to $14 million.
Which is big
the
in
next
Japan.
weekend. The next weekend, it made almost $20 million. The third weekend, it made $23 million. And this last weekend, it made $26 million.
Damn.
That's US dollars converted from yen. So
I'm excited now. I'm excited. I hope I'm not let down, but I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, it's ramping up even over there. So it's going to start ramping up here too. As long as people go it, word of mouth. You know, F the critics. They don't know what they're talking about half the time.
Walking here.
Walking here. No, I tell you, I'm seeing this, and I've been watching a lot of clips of Godzilla X Kong. Oh my god, man! I'm like, I gotta see. Yeah, I'm hyped. Godzilla, freaking Kong with the Infinity Gauntlet. I love that.
Everyone wants to know what the fuck that thing is on his arm.
It is actually. All kidding aside, apparently he broke his hand, and Monarch put a thing on his hand to help his hand, and that's why he's like a cast, some kind of a cast for his hand. Because I think Scar King broke. They
didn't have enough plaster Paris. He had to get the Infinity Gauntlet.
So Joe, I looked it up. If you really want to watch that movie about the cars running on blood, it's called Blood Drive. That's what it's called.
Oh yeah, Blood Drive.
Look it up.
That is the perfect name for it. I could not have thought up something better than that for that movie.
I actually kind of wanted a season 2, but I don't think we're gonna get it.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to watch it.
Blood Drive.
Well, sticking with our monster theme, DC and Legendary Comics, who's been putting out the Justice League versus Godzilla vs. Kong books, are going to be putting out a combined episode or issue 1 and 2 as a monster size one shot. So they're going to combine them and put them both together out in January. So I'm sure they will probably come up with some additional covers and interesting things.
You know what they should do? Make an animated series of this.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would work. Animated series of this, I would watch this in a heartbeat.
Or an animated movie. I mean, DC has great animated films.
There's already an animated. There's already an animated Kong movie on Netflix, right? I mean, it's not.
Netflix.
Not related
the
to
Godzilla
this.
animated on Netflix too, and Gamera.
Yeah. camera. I think there's Godzilla one as well.
Yeah,
Not counting the old one in the 70s.
I hope, I don't know.
Maybe
Can they
Skull
do it?
Island.
Since they're two different companies, would they combine together and make a great animated rated R friggin' cartoon, which would be awesome movie?
The DC animated stuff is
It's not Pink Godzilla.
It's not for kids. I mean, a lot of the DC animated stuff is mature enough.
To tell you, the pink in Godzilla is not what you think. He's upgrading. He's getting bigger and stronger. It's part of the crystals that are underneath Hollow.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
No, I'm not down for the pink Godzilla. People are going to Bobby. People put a post, Bobby Godzilla. I'm a Bobby Godzilla.
People are just trying to be cute. Yeah, okay, whatever.
If you notice in original Godzilla, when Godzilla fought Space Godzilla, the crystals of the Space Godzilla had a kind of pink in it. So it's kind of it's his evolution. He's growing. He's getting, so it's a new power source that he's getting. So don't worry, it's not freaking goddamn woken Godzilla.
Right. I don't know which Dom we have now. Now I'm confused. I don't know what Dom we got. I'm beginning to think maybe we got hoodwinked here. This is like not really Dom.
And premiering today, if you got little ones at home, there is a Merry Little Batman, a little animated series. Luke Wilson is doing the voice for Batman. So it's a fun little animated movie for kids. It's definitely more kid-centric, but it's just dropped on Prime today. So some fun little DC animation. You can watch with your kids, sit around and get a few chuckles and still be able to watch Batman. So
there you go.
No, it's on Prime too. That's weird.
Yeah, it's on Prime. So Miss Marvel came out and said she knows what she would prefer if they do a season 2 of Miss Marvel for her chosen villain to be, and it is Doc X, which is a villain that I had to look up because I don't read Miss Marvel and I had no clue who the hell that was. So apparently Doc X is some type of sentient computer virus type villain. So she feels that would really resonate with Gen Z audiences, and it's nice that we have a character who people seem to like in the girl that plays Miss Marvel.
I would like this. I would like that much more than her fighting a bunch of henchmen, which is I'm so tired of just the fighting the henchmen stuff. Give me something like this.
And I mean there's a comic basis to it, so it's fine. I like that the actress is reading the comics and having that as the basis for some of her ideas about the character. So that was a nice little story that came out. And finally in the news, Gwyneth Paltrow has stopped watching Marvel films. And first I was just gonna write who cares as the news to this. But the more I read the article, it was interesting. So she basically said, with the first Iron Man movie, we improvised almost every scene of that movie. They'd write scenes in the morning. She said it was like doing an indie film. And then after it was a huge hit, they didn't make them like that anymore. So maybe Marvel will take a hint and be a little more on the edge with some of their products and maybe take some more chances and try not to be as formulaic and boring as they have been. So,
hey, what's going on, Ryan? Where you at in Tennessee? My son's in Tennessee.
Tennessee and his 10 of believing. So,
oh my God, why, Gwyneth? Why?
I'm not the biggest Gwyneth fan outside of this picture from the Royal Tenenbaums, but she was decent as Pepper. But I think she does have a good point that they were allowed to take some chances early on.
Yeah, the way they made that movie and the way they make movies now are way different. So
yeah,
absolutely.
It's the story that really is fucking up everything. People check it off boxes and not doing a story.
There's the Dom I know.
Yeah. But I know, look, but I'm just saying it's the problem that storytellers and the plot doesn't match up with the story. The story is just put out there. Oh, they'll just put a story out there. They'll fight this, fight that. That's it.
Antonium was on your side, Dom.
You definitely can't get invested in the characters because they're phasing out the characters. They're just putting anything they want in there, and they have to go back to the storytelling. What really took what people gravitated towards, and that's what they need. And hopefully, we'll see something in 2024, 2025 that's going to be captivating with the Godzilla. Yeah, for a good example, $14 million to make Godzilla, and people are loving it, and it's freaking destroying the box office.
Yeah.
And that is how you make a movie.
Well, like I said, I think you can have main plot points of a movie and let actors and directors and writers tweak and kind of create in the moment. But I think everything's just gotten so formulaic at this point. I mean, when in Iron Man, when he was joking and stuff like that, it didn't feel like it was punched up for delivery. Yeah. And it's like, here's the line I'm reading now. I know with a joke. It just kind of feels that way now. So I don't know. We'll see where they go with it. But good on you, Gwen. Now go sell your pussy candles.
You know, the one thing they could do, take a hiatus, 5 years, no superhero movies, and come back with an idea that will really gravitate towards people and people can enjoy. Because if you keep putting stuff out, you're not going to really get the hardcore story that you really want and really put out a quality product. You need to take some time off. Same thing with Star Wars. I'm ashamed to say, but they should take time off. So we haven't had a Star Wars movie since 2019. It should be 2028. We should get a new Star Wars movie. Do a story, build up the story, make the story irrelevant to a point where people enjoy the characters, enjoy the story. Because if you have a great story, you could put anything in it, and it'd be like
Dom just wants Daisy Ridley to be too old to play. Right?
Yeah,
just like,
please.
Pushing it.
Poor Daisy.
Everything against the people that wrote her story, made her character who she is. That's what I have a problem with.
They just maybe she'll get some redemption.
Ooh.
Maybe
5 years without Boba Fett, Dom.
Well, you know what? It's funny. My wife is like this. Did you see the new teaser trailer of the Book of Boba Fett 2? I said, that's a bullshit teaser trailer. That's somebody plays a fake shit out there. There was no bastards.
I thought you were gonna say that's a bullshit fake trailer. Of course I've seen it.
Yeah, I did see it. I watched it. Of course I
watched it 7 times. It's bullshit.
I posted about it on at least 5 different chat groups.
Damn it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the solution is. I wish they would just let them experiment a little more and be a little out there. And yeah, some stuff's gonna suck and fall flat, but just sometimes you catch a spark with something. But the whole formulaic, just boring, regurgitated corporate crap is just bores the shit out of me anymore.
All right, have a good night, Carolina.
Like I said, it's good enough. It's good enough to go any of these movies, any Marvel movie. You can go watch it and be like, oh yeah, I guess I was entertained. They're not horrible.
Hey, Bruce, we're still
not great. You bet, Bruce. You're gonna stay here forever until we go to this part. So, out of the news, I asked the guys to come up with what their childhood crushes were. Now, our crushes kind
of usual. This is harder than we thought.
It is, and you know what? When your crushes as a kid, they drive you in different directions. They kind of shape.
You get that feeling in your loins.
You get the little dingle tingle. But no, it shapes the way we kind of consume entertainment as adults, the way we kind of go about our lives growing up, who we like, who we don't like, certain things we like and don't like. So I asked the boys to come up with a handful of their crushes from when they were younger. And And first on the list, we have,
Hmm.
and I'll let whoever's it is lay
this is
claim.
me.
And
I will claim this. So starting from left to right, Heather Thomas. We were talking about the Fall Guy earlier.
Yep.
From Fall Guy fame, Heather Thomas was bad. This poster was probably, I mean, I don't know if there's a place to go track poster sales. I mean, obviously the Farrah Fawcett poster is iconic. This poster is probably just as iconic, I think. Maybe not quite, but probably.
That and the Bo Derek 10 poster.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Bo Derek 10, yeah. I was not allowed to have this poster when I was growing up.
it was too spicy.
Yeah,
Too
so
spicy for the Jedi household.
It made it all the more desirable. I wanted it even more. My cousin had it in his room, so I got to see it when I went to visit my cousin, and I was like super jealous because I wasn't allowed to have it. But Heather Thomas, you know, everybody, Heather Locklear, of course, went on to have a more successful career. But in the Battle of the Heathers, Heather Thomas, hands down, was the hottest. Okay, so I will let that soak in. Heather has any comment.
And Heather Thomas didn't have to deal with Richie Sambora, so that's a win for her.
Moving on, my next one was Shannon Tweed, Playmate of the Year for some year. I don't know. She played in a couple of movies and had some small parts.
Sister.
She played in Hot Dog. I remember that. She played in the movie Hot Dog about the skiing.
Hot Dog.
Went on, of course, to marry Gene Simmons, and you know all that comes with that. But
did they get married? Or did they marry, or they just?
I think they're married. They got kids. They're.
I don't know if they ever officially got married.
I think Kurt Russell.
They have been together forever. Yeah, so they've been together forever.
Yeah, you know, I think it's like I don't think they were married. I think they were just together as part. They didn't marry. They were just.
Yeah, just together.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's like, man, she was super hot.
Yeah, she was a smoke show back then.
And then Nia Peebles. First time I saw her was in the movie North Shore. I don't know if you guys remember the movie North Shore about the surfing champion from California riding the little ripples. He comes to Hawaii thinking that he's going to get over here and be a super surfer, and learns really quickly that he's not shit when it comes to surfing the big waves. But anyway, he's a good dude, and he finds, what's his name? Hamilton, the soul surfer, you know. But anyway, the movie, Nia Peebles was the love interest in there, local girl who's, you know, the family didn't want her messing with the Halle boy, etc. But man, I watched that movie so many times. I was so in love with her. It's not even funny. Yeah. She went on, of course, I think, to play, and she's had a fairly successful acting career, including, was she in Westworld? I can't remember. Was that her in Westworld, or was that somebody else that resembled her? Anyway. Yeah, she's just super hot. And then finally, Kelly LeBrock. My God. Weird Science.
With her on
The Lady in Red. She was in Lady in Red, but come on, Weird Science. That's where we all got our
and there's a bush shot in Lady in Red.
Sure.
I know distinctly because my parents took me there when I was a child because they couldn't find a babysitter, so they took me to the movies. And I distinctly remember my mother covering my eyes during the bush shot, and I was painfully embarrassed. I still haven't forgiven her to this day.
But yeah, there's a couple of scenes in Weird Science. Weird Science is just a great movie, by the way. But there's a couple of scenes in Weird Science where she's I think this is right after they create her, the picture that we have here. And she walks out.
What do those sexomaniacs want to do now? First.
Yeah, she filled out. She filled out.
You see what she looks like now?
Wonderfully.
Holy shit!
Well, come on, dude. She's older than all of us, probably.
I don't look so. I don't look so great after this many years either.
I'm a shadow of my former self as well, Dom.
Damn,
we don't all have your genes.
Even after I lost hair.
I don't know how you still look exactly the same, Dom. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I do it either.
But anyway, that's my 4. That's my 4. Man, it was a hard one because I actually had another one and I dropped her because I wanted to get Mia Peebles in there. But yeah,
it was a fair swap. It was a fair swap.
It was a great era. It was a great era growing up in the 80s. Man.
It was a fun time. Fun time.
You didn't have everything at your fingertips like you do now. You just had to use the old imagination.
Yep. All right, up next, Claim It.
Yes. So,
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, Olivia Newton-John. Well, the crazy thing is when I went to go see Grease. Remember back in the day, the movie that we didn't know we liked until we actually watched it, and I enjoyed it. Well, Olivia Newton-John became a second crush of mine when I went to go see Grease, and I was like, damn, Sandra Dee, Olivia Newton-John, she's pretty when I was growing up. But my first love, Carrie Fisher. You know, Carrie Fisher, when I first saw her in Star Wars, and then Empire Strikes Back, and then when I was 13 years old, she had the iconic bikini on. I really, really, really fell in love with her. You know,
I think all of us at that age.
Yeah.
You know, and then watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know, and Legend.
Tom sacrificed his hair for exactly. What's the? I'm going to get a blank now. What's the name again?
Mia Sarah?
Yeah, Mia Sarah. I think Simone, when she was, I definitely just think she was very sexy.
She's still a smoke show.
She really is.
She still looks great.
And I really liked her in Legend. I actually have that DVD in the closet in my box. I like that movie, Legend. And then Phoebe Cates, come on. Fast Times at Richmond High. You know, she's coming out of the pool in the bikini, and Judge Reinhold's in the bathroom wanking it. But yeah, these ladies definitely made my bonus slide to left to right.
as I will always say, the only good thing Kevin Kline has ever done is Phoebe Cates.
Yeah, you know, but hey, listen, and now like I feel so sad because 2 of my crushes are gone, you know, and I still have 2 others, but you know,
you got 2 that still look the same.
I know.
Well, Olivia Newton-John's daughter is on. Has said in an interview that she believes she sees Olivia's ghost roaming around.
Yes,
I
see that.
Maybe she's not completely gone.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Tell me. Oh, nicely done.
All right. Next up, this one's mine.
I was so going to say this was Styx when I saw the cartoon. I was like, this has got to be Styx.
I'm sorry. Firestar sent me down a path of redheaded mistakes for many, many years. For many, many years. It was Spider-Man's Amazing Friends every Saturday morning. Always watched. Firestar was great. And man, did they pour her into that outfit for a Saturday morning kids cartoon.
Exactly.
So that was one of my first. Second,
John says I'm winning so far, by the way.
Linda
yeah.
Linda Harrison from Planet of the Apes as Nova is just drop dead sexy. She is a gorgeous, and every time I watch that movie, I'm like, she just has that timeless beauty to her. And even with that big unibrow they gave her in that movie and everything else, filthy dirty, she always looked fantastic in that movie. So, big fan. And Susanna Hoffs from the Bengals.
That's a great pick. That's probably your best pick on here. Is her.
She was just dead sexy. You know,
I follow her Instagram now. She has
I mean, when MTV was hot and those videos were on all the time, and she's doing her little dance. She got that nice, sexy little voice. It was, and she's another one that still looks great to this day.
She does.
And I had to put on Sherilyn Fenn on here because I was an Audrey Horne beast when Twin Peaks was on. Was a huge crush. Twin Peaks in general had nothing but smoke show girls on that show. So I love me some Cheryl and Finn. So that was my eclectic list. Bruce isn't with us this week, but we had to let him represent.
There you go.
We got a hairy-chested Tom Selleck, a hairy-chested Gil Gerard, bitty, and wonderful Mark Singer.
Yeah. Also, Bruce wanted to have me on there too. He said he wanted to put me on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he had seen that still shot, you probably would have made it, Dom.
I know.
I don't know if he's ever seen it. I was going to say Bruce has a type. And what's that last guy's name?
Oh, that's Mark Singer from Beastmaster and V.
Yeah, Beastmaster.
Yeah. Beastmaster was fun.
No, he says here, Reed
rage.
puts Joe walking like an Egyptian. He goes, Joe's
Yeah.
walking this direction.
Oh boy.
I've said this before. I met. Of course, he was much older. He wasn't the hot Gil Gerard that we see here, but I met Gil Gerard at a con in Rhode Island. He was like super cool. He was like really cool dude. It was surreal. It was surreal to see this like superstar of the 70s and 80s, early 80s, I guess more, but 70s and 80s. Yeah. Superstar. He was on Battle Network Stars. He was doing all this, and it was so surreal to see him just as a regular guy carrying his own merch, loading it in.
Yeah.
It was so surreal to see, him at that level. Whereas, I grew up seeing him like on all these shows, Battlestar Galactica, and he was like the hottest dude like of the year, whatever. And
Rogers, man.
but he was really cool dude. He was super cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
All right. So by process of elimination, this one is mine.
Hey man, I waved Catherine Bach. You could have picked her up.
She was on the waiver wire.
She was on the
waiver wire. I dropped her off my roster.
There's probably a couple I've left off on this, so I kept it kind of close. I mean, they pretty much had to be movies, so I was sure the guys were going to tell me I couldn't pick people I knew in person, like Cleopatra or Matahari or anything like that. So
we drew the line at Betsy Ross. We're like,
back when you were hanging out with
Betsy Ross, she could sell a flag, baby. So we're already talking about Buck Rogers. So Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers.
Silver Spoons.
Yeah, Silver Spoons, choice other shows. I mean, I know I probably didn't watch this in the first run, but I know I watched this like in the second run, and I always thought she was a hot looking gal, and I liked her, so that's why I picked her.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Aaron Gray.
Next, I mean, what can you not say about Linda Hamilton that says she got the best outfit on TV with her Wonder Woman costume? She looked really great in that, and what young man wouldn't gravitate towards that?
Wonder Woman.
And then you know the rest of the words. Though. Wonder Woman.
It doesn't need any other words.
Really didn't. And then because I'm a big Amazing Spider-Man collector, I did have a little bit of a crush on Mary Jane Watson, even though she was a comic book character.
I knew there's gonna be a cartoon in here.
Well, it's comic book. It's comic book and the cartoon.
I get you, man.
Why not? She was a Peter Parker liked her. Why shouldn't I?
Hey, as a kid, that's what you're exposed to. You're exposed to cartoons. You're exposed to comic books and stuff like that.
You know what jumps out at me as now that we've gone through everybody is if you go back and look, if you start at mine, you kind of see the girls that you want to bone. And then you get to Dom, and that's kind of like the girls you kind of like be in a relationship with, maybe, long term or whatever. You can see yourself maybe like marrying, maybe. And then go back to yours, Joe.
That's where we take a turn.
And this was kind of like, maybe you still want to bone these girls, but no, maybe not. They're kind of wild. And then,
they might cut you in your sleep. Who knows?
Yeah. And then we get to Bruce Furs, and that's a straight up bone. But then we get to this, and we're back to marrying again. You might want a long term relationship with these girls or whatever. So it's kind of crazy to see where people's minds were at the time. I was in straight up bone mode, I guess, back in my teenage years.
I'll say for collecting as long as I have of comic books, I kind of am married to the comic books. So I kind of feel like Mary Jane probably is my wife at some point.
There's a point for you. Yeah.
Why not?
I was trying to find a good old picture of Mary Jane, but man,
Linda does still look good. Linda's age, but she still looks really good considering she's got to be damn near 80 years old, mid 70s, right?
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
She was at the end of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
84.
Yeah.
Well, she was just in that movie recently. I'm not going to think of what it is, but
yeah, I love me some Linda Carter. All right, gang. Let's talk some Red Sonja. So I figured we'd do a little kind of spotlight on Red Sonja and look at a bunch of Red Sonja covers tonight. Red Sonja basically started off the concept was taken from the original Conan stories, the Howard stories back in the 30s, but there was a Red Sonja character, but was more of a kind of pistol and more swashbuckling type character. But Roy Thomas and Barry Windsor Smith wanted to incorporate a character like that with Conan in the Conan universe once Conan started to get popular. So in Conan 23, we got our first look at Red Sonja. There's her very first frame in Conan 23. There's a couple other pictures of her. The picture where she actually says, "I am Red Sonja," is one of the ugliest pictures ever drawn of a woman in the face. So I did not include that picture because it was that bad. But this is about 2 panels prior where you see her for the first time. And you'll notice in this and the next issue of Conan 24, where she makes her first cover appearance, she gets drawn a lot nicer, but still not in the bikini yet. You'll notice for the first 2 times you see Red Sonja in Conan 23 and 24, she kind of has this chainmail kind of half top and kind of some red booty shorts. It's not until Savage Sword of Conan there was a prototype of her wearing the chainmail bikini, and that's kind of how it became what she became. Now, a little background on Red Sonja, because her story has changed a little bit over the years. So she originally was in her village, and these marauders came through and basically slaughtered her family, did some unseemly things to her, and then she basically comes across a witch magician who basically gives her basically unbelievable powers to fight. And under the condition that she not lay with a man unless he can defeat her in battle. So she's gifted these powers, and then comes back and kicks ass. Now she does get retconned when you get into the Dynamite years. Gail Simone goes back and retcons her story. She does not get taken advantage of after her family is killed, nor does she get magical powers. She just goes out into the woods and trains and becomes the
Good idea,
amazing fighter that she is. So it's a little bit of the background of Red Sonja, but I still like the concept of she won't lay with a man unless he can defeat her in fair battle, which is why she doesn't get it on with Conan, because Conan cannot defeat her in battle.
Well, she's got magic, man. Who can defeat her?
And she can look at that table dance. That's a winner. It's a winner every day.
Magic.
She's a nimble thing.
So I love Barry Windsor Smith.
Hey, I want to call timeout. This is a great idea, Cosmic, but we always bookmark or we chapter our shows so that if you go back and look at some of the shows, maybe you want to revisit some of the spotlights Joe has done. They're chaptered, so Joe's segments are easy to find if you go back through the shows. So.
And I also,
but this is a good idea.
Yeah, I also frequently will run these on IG and stuff like that too. Just the slides, to run through and see some of the covers and stuff like that as well. So they are out there. But yeah, we'll bookmark it, and it'll be accessible within a day if you go back to it to be able to see exactly where the different segments are. So the actual first series for Red Sonja was the Marvel feature series. It's easy to mix up a lot of the Sonja titles with the Marvel stuff, because you see the Red Sonja She-Devil with a sword a lot, and I know I frequently mix it up with this as well. But Marvel feature was the first solo title that they gave her. So they ran through this. There's some decent covers in here. They weren't horrible. They were trying to catch something there, but they rebooted it with the regular Red Sonja She-Devil with a sword. This is the kind of the number one that you see out there a lot selling. But if you're really looking for her first solo title, remember to look for the Marvel feature, because that is truly her first solo title.
How many issues was that? The Marvel feature?
I'm trying to remember
6?
how many it was. Was it 6 or it was 5 or 6? And I believe one of these, I think issue 5, has a 30-cent variant in it. Because most of the ones for 5, I believe, have that only 25 cents in that upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
But there is, I believe, a 30-cent variant for it as well.
Yeah, I want to talk about the movie here as Joe's wrapping up. So that's a good point, AOA. I do want to talk about the movie.
It is not good.
There were 7.
Yeah, there's been several. Yeah.
And then you had the run of the regular Marvel Red Sonja She-Devil with a sword title. Like I said, most people see this number one, and that's what they seem to chase for Red Sonja. And it does hold a premium. It's not her first appearance. It's not her first solo, but yeah, it's a decent Marvel series nonetheless. It's not bad.
Would you say the price is a little busty?
It is a little busty. It's a little thick.
Wah, wah.
And again, through the years, Marvel kind of rebooted it a few times. This Red Sonja series just never did much for me in terms of Sonja. But that was the 80s. The 80s were very hit and miss with a lot of the reboots of titles that they had.
He's a redhead. Don't you want redheads?
Yeah. I love redheads. I have a problem with redheads. They did do a 2-issue limited series when the movie came out as well. So Marvel has that. And then a few outside publishers kind of plopped up a few little things as Marvel kind of neared its end with the character. So there is a Red Sonja 3D and a couple Red Sonja books here. And this one is written by Roy Thomas, which is good. Roy Thomas is the original really creator of Red Sonja. I'm not going to give Howard from the 30s the credit because they just kind of took his idea. It's a Roy Thomas creation. And then finally, we get what we all love is Dynamite. Dynamite's held the title for a while now. Was it 2008? I think they got it. Yeah, they started rebooting initially with a true run of a series. Unlike Vampirella, Red Sonja seems to have a handful of runs with the title where they let it run a handful of issues. There weren't as many reboots. Nowadays, there's as many reboots. Now it's just like every 5 issues or so, it's like, okay, well that's done. Let's start again with something else. But
so I was going to ask, I don't know if this is a good time, good place to ask a question, but so has Red Sonja become a lot like a Vampirella in that it's just kind of cover candy now, or is it actually decent stories between the covers?
There's some interesting stuff they've done with Sonja. I mean, I still think a lot of it is cover candy, but there's more. I find there tends to be a little more story there than with Vampirella, but they do the Sonja Versal where they do kind of the multiverse type Sonjas. There's a Samurai Sonja title that came out of that. They do some interesting things here and there.
Dom's favorite Mars Attacks, Red Sonja.
Yes, yeah. Mars Attacks is a good one.
It's not as good as Conan, reading Conan, but it's not horrible. It's still readable. So that original series had some good artists from Alex Ross, Art Adams, Jim Lee there, got Adam Hughes cover there. The initial Dynamite run had some great artists, and all through these Red Sonja runs, there's some great.
Sounds like BK takes his Red Sonja serious. I mean, he's not cracking jokes; he's just laying down facts. Oh my goodness, who is this? Who is this guy? Crazy over there.
It's fun. There's the new Red Sonja Legendary series that's out. That's like kind of a steampunk type series. So there's lots of good stuff there. So again, that original run came through, and they were just great artists, great covers through the whole thing. And then something amazing happened. Jenny Frison discovered Red Sonja, and they said, "Here, make some of the best titles for one of the best runs of covers ever to exist in the history of comic books." Yeah. And she obliged. Gail Simone took the title, kind of rebooted up her origin story in a way. So no more magic. And like I said, I don't know. There's not a bad Jenny Frison cover in this run. They are all insanely fantastic. Jenny can do no wrong in my book. I normally like Jenny Frison covers, but the Sonja covers that she did are by far some of my favorite work that she's done, hands down. I mean, it's hard to not look at Frison covers. And again, you look at it and it's a Frison cover, yes. Yeah. But you see a lot of the Frison covers now, and you get a lot of kind of the same pose, same basic composition in a lot of the covers, a lot of the times, stuff like this. These were all gorgeous covers and all different, all wonderful.
We lost him. My God. What happened? Oh, here we go. I don't know. He dropped off. There he goes. He's back. There he's back. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
We lost your slide deck, though. You got to bring it back.
Right back up. We'll get it. Let's get back on you.
There you
Look at that.
go.
We don't miss a beat. Before we fuck.
It was quicker recovery than last time. Last time we were doing.
Oh, last time I was screwed because
I was having to do impressions and stuff last time to entertain
my whole system cut out last time. That was I got
HR
booted
cut
out of
you
the
off, Joe. That's for the BK said.
system.
HR cut off, Joe.
So yeah, like I said, I highly recommend getting any of these, especially if the market starts to get a little bit soft. Well, the prices come down on some of this stuff. There's not a bad cover out of here. It's a fantastic run of being able to pick up, 18 or so fantastic Red Sonja covers.
Oh, that's a cool little Funko cover, Tom. Look at that.
Yeah, and after that Frozen run, they started to do some more interesting, fun covers as well. You got some cool J. Scott Campbell covers that he did of Red Sonja. There's Ben Caldwell. I always love his work with Vampirella, and that's just a really cool Red Sonja as well. Yeah, I had to throw in the Funko one for you there, Dom. You had a Funko cover of Red Sonja, and you started.
She got her cleavage too. They didn't
Yeah. They didn't get rid of that, and then you got you started to get the cosplay covers as well, which seems to be a big thing now as well.
Yeah, I guess that's a niche. That's a collecting niche, I guess. I'm not into the cosplay covers myself, but a lot of people are. Like, I know what's her name, Raichi or whatever, does a lot of cosplay covers for Red Sonja, and I mean, people buy them up, but I'm not into them personally.
There's a lot of times these cosplayers are at the conventions and they'll autograph covers from there.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few.
Hey, what's up, Phil? How you doing?
There's a few that pop up that I like every now and then. But I don't go out of my way to get them, but if I see something that looks interesting and special, I get it. And there's your legendary. This was the first run of legendary Red Sonja. Yeah, so you kind of got more of the kind of steampunk type Red Sonja.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah.
Who's doing this? Is Campbell?
No, it wasn't Campbell. I forget the name of the guy that does it. Somebody in the chat will know that's smarter than me. I know that's not hard to be smarter than me. It's very easy to do. But it was the same person that did a whole run of them.
Okay.
It's not a long running series, but and they're just rebooting the series now.
Benjamin Franklin Thorne, is that?
What?
Does that ring a bell?
I don't know whether it was Thorne or not.
I was in college with Ben Franklin.
I taught him what electricity was. And you also got a lot of fun crossovers as well. When Dark Horse had Conan, Dynamite still had Red Sonja. So every now and then you get those publishers that do little crosses. So you got a Red Sonja Conan cross. There were some fun covers in that. There was a good Red Sonja Tarzan crossover with that great Hughes cover. And there's a couple Swords of Sorrow as well series where Sonja teams up with other people. In this case, it's Jungle Girl.
Let's see. I don't know if this is the author, Mark Andrekia.
Yeah, that is, I believe, who it is. And I believe he does both. I think he did the art and the story. And the crossovers get funny as well. The Mars Attacks crossovers.
They had some good covers.
They had some fantastic. There's an Arthur Sidem cover there. Just a reminder, we'll be giving this away after we talk about Sonja. Yep. The Savage Tales, Arthur Sidem cover. Attack the 500-Foot Woman kind of homage there, and I really enjoyed the Red Sonja, Vampirella, Betty and Veronica crossover because it had some hilarious covers, which I enjoyed a lot. So I have a handful of those. There's some pretty good Dan Parent covers in there. So it was kind of fun to see Red Sonja and Vampirella kind of Archie-ized and put on some covers. The straight up Vampirella Red Sonja crossover also had some great covers.
I like that last cover.
Yeah, Jay Lee has been doing a lot of amazing Red Sonja covers. The Tedesco stuff was great. Some Tula Lote there, some Frank Cho. There were just some really. The series itself was okay, but the covers, some of the covers that came out of there were really good. Invincible Red Sonja. Out of this run, there's some great Selena covers. There's some great Carla Cone covers. But to me, the gem in the bunch of these are the black and white Frank Cho ones. They are hilarious. Frank Cho's covers are just hilarious. I love Frank Cho in general. He's one of the few artists that, you know, can capture the comedy as well as the sexiness in the women that he draws, which I enjoy. And he has a hilarious sense of humor. But
the last time I'm not Xena.
Yeah. The speech bubbled sketch covers are great. I think there's 4 of them in this Invincible Red Sonja run, and they're all good. Also had some specials. It was a really Valentine's special and another Valentine's special. That Soza Micah cover, Red Sonja is. It's just that's still my favorite Soza Micah work that she's done.
It's kind of similar to her Vampirella, though. I mean, it is. It's great. I recognize it right away as being her. But that's kind of similar to that. I'm not gonna pull it out, but it's very similar pose and everything to her Vampirella. Which came first? I have no idea.
I believe the Red Sonja one did, because this was early. This was early Soza Micah.
That Red Sonja Chaos is fucking nice.
Yeah, the Chaos with what is it, Purgatory?
Is that Perillo?
Team up there. Yes, that is a Perillo there.
Yeah.
Damn, Jedi, you getting to know your artist now.
I am, man. It's not. I don't know if it's I don't know if that's good or not, though, Dom. I really don't.
You wind up buying a lot more stuff, so I'm going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. The more familiar I get with the artist, the less money I have in my pocket. It seems like
it's tough. It's tough to go down that artist rabbit hole sometimes. And I really think the most recent series, the Savage Red Sonja, which is the series that's going on right now, still has some of the best Red Sonja covers I've seen in a long time. Dan Panosian, the covers he's doing, he bookends these with the first one and the last one there have been, and those are just the straight up open order covers. You order these things pre-FOC. If you just like the art, you don't really give 2 shits about getting a 1 in 15 of the same art without a trade dress or in black and white or foiled or whatever other bullshit bells and whistles are there. You could just get the trade. If you buy it pre-FOC, the books are like just under $3, you know? So you can buy some of these covers on the cheap if you like the art and want to just collect it and don't necessarily care about all the ratios.
Dynamite doesn't usually have crazy ratios anyway. Maybe 1 in 50.
No, they have 1 in 7s, 1 in 14s,
11,
1 in 11s, sometimes 130s.
But they don't go insanely high like the 1 in 100s. I mean, they might every once in a while. They might, but not routinely. They don't.
No. I mean, they're all still pretty. Yeah, they're all still pretty accessible. But like I said, the straight open order trade dressed covers are normally just as nice and for a cover, they're still a pretty cheap book. It's not like, what Marvel and DC does, where it's like, oh, I just want the open order cover. Oh, that's $7.99, for just an open order cover. So you can still find these. All the covers on these are so good. Cho's been doing great covers. I love any Art Adams stuff, let alone Art Adams doing Red Sonja. So like I said, they're just pumping out really, really good covers, and they're on a pretty good run right now with the Sonja title. So let's see where it goes. And that's where we're at with Sonja. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of them. I know I left a lot out. There's so many, just like going through Vampirella. There's so many little titles that
I showed. I want to show one off, but I just picked up.
Sure.
The other one, I didn't. I have a lot of the Frisons. I think not a lot. I probably have a handful of the Frisons. This is the one that I think I've showed this on here before, and you had it in your slide.
Yes, that's cool. The
but
one.
I was not going to buy this because, man, I didn't want to go down this. Jamie Tyndall has this one, and it just hit me. I had to buy it, even though I don't really collect Red Sonja. But man, I love this thing. Just hit me. I was like, dude, that's really nice.
Yeah, I have months where I'm very much on Vampirella, and then I have months where I'm like both feet in for Red Sonja. I find it very hard.
I hands down have way more, obviously, Vampirella, but yeah, when I see one I like, I usually got to pick it up. When you see something you like, you know.
Yep. Yeah. It's easy to like a lot of them now, because they've been banging out really great artists. Say what you want about Dynamite and being eye candy and cover candy and 8,000 different variants. They get good artists, and they put out very attractive books.
So Daniel makes a. Let me pull it up here. I don't judge book by its cover. Sure, they're swell, but too many books. That's all there is. They ought to just make prints and posters. I've thought about now. Obviously, the comics sell. As long as the comics sell, they're gonna keep making them. But I've thought the same thing. Like, well, I'm just buying this comic for the cover. Why don't I just get the print? Because they're out there. Then maybe prints are harder to find than comics, so you may not always be able to find that art that you like in a print. But I've thought the same thing. Like, man, why don't I just buy prints instead of the comics? But comics are comics. People collect comics. So,
yeah, and it's easy to keep things in order. There's an order to things. And there's still a bit of a storyline going through.
With prints you have to have. I mean, in order to keep your prints in, because you have prints, I have prints. They're hard to find space for. Like you said, you almost feel like you need to put them in a top loader, or else they're going to get fucked up.
Oh yeah,
and then so that's expensive. A lot of times they'll come in top loaders. Whereas comics, you throw them in a nice.
It's
backboard.
It makes sense in the brain. Throw it in a bag and a board, goes in a box. They're all together. They're all the same size. I have prints that are all different sizes, and I'm like, I don't know. I got prints laying around everywhere, and I'm like, they fall out of books. I got,
He does, Jeffrey. One of these, I went down a Jamie Tyndall run here not too long ago, and I have a lot of those Star Wars covers that are just really pretty fucking cool. So one of these days I will show them up. I'll show them off when the theme kind of fits the theme fits. I'll show them off. They are cool.
I got one of his Kickstarters coming my way soon, so I'm excited. But yeah.
All right. Well, this seems like a good time to do a giveaway because we have 20. Well, we have 21, which is higher than I think we've ever got. So thanks everybody for joining. I actually have 20 because one of them is mine where I typed it in the chat. But so we actually have 20. But I think last time we only had like 11 or maybe 14. So
we didn't have many last time.
Yeah. So we got 20. So Well, I'm pulling it up. If you guys want to decide who's going to go first, who's going to give away what first?
This. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3.
You win.
Paper.
Paper wins.
Paper wins.
So does that mean you go first, or you get to? Choose?
Yeah, I'll go
He goes
first.
He goes
go
first.
first and run it.
He goes first.
All right. So it looks like we got 21, not including mine. Not more. I typed it in the chat. So if that shows up, we will just rerun. So don't fret. All right. We will give just a few more seconds for anybody else that wants to throw in a hashtag red, but you don't have long because I think we're going to draw in 3, 2, 1.
Jeffrey Drake.
Yes.
There you go.
You got it, Trick.
He's won before.
Yep. I got your info already, Jeffrey. I can send it up to you.
There you go.
A nice Arthur Sidem, Savage Tales 2. Nice cover. This
All
run
right,
of Savage
so-
Tales has some gorgeous
Nice.
covers.
I know. I can't remember who it was. If it was Cosmic or somebody was really wanting this next one. I think they really wanted the show it off again. Sticks. I won't blow you up, but yeah, somebody was really wanting this one. You're welcome, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, so
when,
here we go.
Dynamite took over the
There
series.
you go.
Yep.
Do it again.
3, 2, 1. Wookiee fanatic.
Fanatic.
You'll be trading that for some Wookiee covers, but
Hey,
all right, congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations.
I got one more thing. We can pick this up.
Oh, don't be crazy, man.
Need to put that in the goddamn museum.
wait till after you go to Kinko's and make some copies.
There you go. I gotta get some more copies.
Yeah, I had Jeffrey. I have your stuff already for sticks. Just send your information, Wookie, to at SticksBoys73.
Yep, right to my IG. I'm pretty sure I follow
Yep.
him, and I'm pretty sure he follows me. So
Yep.
just hit me up. We'll get that right out to you.
Excellent. So continuing with our holiday tradition here, we decided to, since we did Golden Age last week, we're doing Silver and Bronze Age Christmas covers this week. I wanted to do just Silver, but there's a surprising lack of Silver Age Christmas covers out there. For some reason, there's a ton of Golden Age Christmas covers. There's a decent number of Bronze Age Christmas covers.
There is.
There's a bit of a lack of Silver Age.
Yeah.
So we combined them.
It was light. It was definitely.
Yeah. So up first, these are my selections. I love the Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. That whole run is fantastic and has some of the most amazing covers. This cover
Stranko.
is, yes, and he's still alive. Still alive.
Yeah, he is.
Still there. He's like 176, but he's still going to cons, still showing up. But yeah, that Serenka run was amazing. All those covers are amazing. They're always frequently homaged. It's just a fun cover in general. Always a big Jonah Hex and Weird Western Tales fan. So the Jonah Hex pulling a pistol on a fake Santa is always a winner. And I'm also a big Crumb fan and Underground Comics. So the Arcade Comics review, you get a good R Crumb kind of fun deviant take on Christmas. So
Oh,
Yeah. And not to be confused with Harry Crumb.
no, not Harry Crumb. Who is Harry Crumb? Up next, they're yours. Take them.
This is mine. All right, the first one, Spider-Man. I had this book one way or the other in my collection a long time ago. Christmas in Dallas with the Kingpin dresses Santa fighting Spidey. Can't remember the whole story itself, but it's just a iconic cover for me. You know, one of my collected Spider-Man books a long time, and
a lot of things happen in Dallas or in Texas in general with the comics. The X-Men going to the state fair.
I think
Christmas in Dallas.
That's what it basically was, you know, something like that. The Kingpin was involved over there, and some Spider-Man foiled his plans. But I had this. I know I had that comic in my collection. One of my first collections I had. The second one, the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, iconic cover, Santa with glasses and a cigarette in his mouth. How badass was that? Reminds me of the Punisher was a Punisher comic.
Yeah.
You know, this is not how Santa's supposed to be, bad Santa, but it's just a iconic cover that I don't even think this kind of cover would fly today if they would try to put a cover like this. You know, I'm not sure. What do you think? You think that
they'd make him lose the cigarette, but they'd probably keep everything else.
Because Marvel doesn't deal with cigarettes anymore.
Right.
So
You know
it's Disney. Disney's got away with anything with cigarettes. So anything. So there's no
the gun's
smoking
okay.
in the movies, no nothing.
He's all right with the gun.
And then the other one, the Witching Hour. I never had that book, but I always see it, and I like the cover.
Great Nick Cardy cover.
Yeah. The kid's gonna get there, and he's gonna wind up getting killed and stuffed in a sack and taken away. You know, it's always just cool. I like these horror homage covers that have certain elements of the holidays and stuff like that on it.
Yeah,
Skeleton.
that was a good one.
That's a good one too.
Definitely. Next up.
Oh, okay. This is mine. I completely chose these because of the covers. I know nothing about the artist or anything about any of them. It's just cool. The bizarre adventures, you know, Skeleton Santa. How cool is that, man? I mean, I don't know if
it's a great cover.
I don't know if it's alive or that somebody's dad got stuck in the chimney. Is that Phoebe Cates' extracting him?
Is that Phoebe Cates' father?
Yep, Phoebe Cates' father.
They're extracting him from the chimney. And then, of course, Elvira. I mean, you know, you got to get some TNA where you get it where you can. And Elvira's Haunted Holidays.
Candy cane is getting tall.
Getting bigger, right? And then lastly, just because I was just trying to find something, I actually remember seeing this one last week whenever I was looking for
Golden Age.
The Golden Age. Of course, this isn't Golden Age, but so I had to scratch it from the list. But I did like it. Batman as Santa Claus delivering toys to what I assume is an undercared for, underprivileged orphan or something like that. So it's just a nice, sweet cover for Batman to do that. So that's it.
Yeah, it's nice because Batman's such an asshole. It's nice to see a nice Batman.
He loves kids, though.
Yeah.
All those toys in that bag are probably deadly, but I mean, that's.
I don't know, but that picture on the left doesn't look right.
Yeah.
With the little girl and the other guy standing there. Just saying.
Leave it to Dom to get to find the subtext.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Batman's gonna go tune somebody up. And last but not least, Sticksman.
Yep. So as you can see, Dom took one of my covers, but that's okay. Still a great cover from that Spider-Man. That was one I picked. I don't have that book either, but great cover.
Always fun.
So I picked it. I wanted to pick a funny one like I did last week. So I picked the Sugar and Spike. And if you can read it, he says, he drives worse than my mommy. At least she stays on the sidewalk. So,
speaking of not being able to print something today, sexist.
They're kids. Kids can't be sexist. And then Superman, having the two kids.
This is a great cover.
Dressing up the Christmas tree. Great cover. I mean, we don't put candles on our Christmas tree anymore. But
It's a no-no.
that's a fire hazard now. It was a fire hazard then, but it's definitely a fire hazard now.
And it's fun to have his kids fighting his one powered son and his one non-powered son.
Yeah.
Good Superman cover. Yeah, it is a good one. I'm always confused why Superman's wearing his outfit while he's home.
I don't know. That's the only thing he has.
He's wearing it for us. He's wearing it for us.
He's always on the job, Joe. He's always on the job.
Because let's face it, if he wasn't wearing that, we would.
Except for when he's at his real job.
Exactly.
We would think it was Clark Kent on the cover if he wasn't wearing that.
Maybe she just likes it when he wears the suit at home.
That's possible. I think it might be Lois's kink.
It's her kink, yeah.
Good times. And now,
oh boy,
we've all waited for. It's time for the Jedi Johnson comic review.
Oh my goodness!
What you got for us this week, Jedi?
Well, it was tough. A lot like finding the comics covers from Silver Age.
By the way, I'm sorry, Jedi. That the story from last week, that really hit home, man. The story last week with the dog. Kind of felt that story.
With Korea.
Just
Poor
wait.
dog.
Just wait to see what I kill this week.
Oh, Jesus!
What animal gets off this week?
Let's just say there's a little child who may not. I don't know.
Let's just say we're not sponsored by the ASPCA.
So yeah, I did finally find a Christmas themed Silver Age, which is what I wanted to do. Actually, probably Bronze Age. I think. Sorry, it's Bronze Age. This is another comic review rewind from 1975. It's Christmasing time. And what fun it is to ride. We've got a team up. Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and Ghost Rider in Marvel 2-in-1 number 8, Silent Deadly Night, by Steve Gerber. And I want to call out these artists because I'm going to make fun of them a little bit at the end of the review. Sal Buscema and Mike
Buscema's a legend.
Esposito.
That's his mic.
Yeah, I'm going to poke at him a little bit, but okay, so let's get it going. So Ghost Rider is riding on a dark desert highway.
Yeah, I'm going to put you full screen there so we can see everything. There we go.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, he's riding and he's riding through the deserts of Arizona and he almost runs into what appears to be three wise men strolling across the desert. And it almost makes our flame-headed friend wipe out, but he manages not to. But he does want to know what the hell is going on. And they say they are following a star to a distant town. Okay, does this sound familiar, anybody?
Nope.
So he's very curious. So they offer to let him join him, but he says, nope, I can get there faster on my motorcycle, skull bike, or whatever. So I'll catch you guys later. I'm out of here. But he is going to go investigate this star and this city in the middle of the desert. Meanwhile, back in some city that I don't know the name of, we've got the Thing who is helping Mr. Fantastic build some telescope on Christmas Eve. So that he can investigate this star because he sees this star too and wants to know what's going on because something ain't right about it.
Reed Richards, Marvel's asshole.
Yeah, he's like the Thing is like in his. We ought to get Dom to do these accents of the Things. What we ought to do, but the Thing is like, why are you doing this? You're ignoring your child and your wife downstairs at the party. There's a party going on downstairs and you're ignoring them. They want you down there, but you're too busy building this telescope because like Joe said, you're just kind of
like a boring ass party.
He's the asshole, the Marvel. Yeah, he got
And we've got Medusa kissing somebody over there. What do you mean boring, man? This part we've got not Tetris.
It's Johnny.
We got stuff going on. It looks like it's
a boring party, man.
Johnny's getting ready to get his flame on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Johnny. That's right. Yeah. So Johnny's getting smooched by Medusa under the mistletoe. Things are happening. Meanwhile, back in the desert, Ghost Rider has found this city that resembles another city that we may be familiar with from biblical times. So he goes up and he sees the people, but the people aren't. They don't appear to be like from Jerusalem. They appear to be Native Americans, kind of just wandering around playing the part of this biblical story. So he kind of investigates. He goes, okay, I'll play along. So he goes to the inn and he knocks on the door. And of course, the guy that answers is like, we have no room in this inn. So he's like, okay, I know this story. So he goes to the stable, and there in the stable, surrounded by animals, is a man, a woman, and a baby child. And this is where we actually get to first look at the villain, the creator, who I've never heard of before. But anyway, the creator who says, the child is mine, I have created all this, etc., blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't last long because the creator spins up a tornado type thing and sends the Ghost Rider flying way away from the town. And then his bike almost hits him in the head, and that ain't cool. But he's like, it's okay. I'm more baffled than ever. So help me. I'm going to get to the bottom of this madness. I have to, for the sake of my sanity and maybe my soul as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the city, Reed Richards comes running downstairs. He's like, holy smokes, that star's not where I thought it was. It's over the desert of Arizona. That's not like a regular star. There's something evil and wrong with that star. So I got to go investigate. And the thing's like, no, you don't, man. Chill out. You need to go downstairs with your wife and child before she divorces you, because she's too good for you anyway. So
go get handy from
relax,
Medusa
man.
And calm down.
I will. I'll get in the what? Does anybody know what they called it? The Pogo jet or something? That's a weird name, but anyway, I'm going to get in the Pogo orbit plane. That's what it is, and go fly over there. So that's what he does. Yeah. He flies over there in the Pogo orbit plane. That's a dumb name. So later, Ghost Rider sees the jet coming in. It's like, what is that? I hope it's not somebody else I have to fight. And nope, it's the Thing who comes walking over, and they start talking and trading stories and getting to know each other, make sure they're not Eskimo brothers and all that kind of stuff.
Eskimo brothers.
Dom knows what an Eskimo brother is.
Oh, yes, I do.
All right. I didn't know how that would land. So anyway, yeah, make sure they're not Eskimo brothers. And so they get to chatting, and then they see these three wise men that have finally caught up with them. And Ghost Rider's like, I got an idea. Let me surround these dudes with fire, and we're going to steal their costumes. And we're going to sneak into this town so they'll never know. They don't know it's us.
That is the best frame of them in the outfits.
And apparently the fire Ghost Rider's fire head doesn't burn the garment at all. So what?
You know what that reminds me of? When Snake Eyes went undercover as a woman. Remember in the G.I. Joe episode with him and Shipwreck? We're on the party bus.
Oh yeah, they go to the Cobra Town.
Yeah, the Cobra Town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So they go up in their disguise to the baby and the parents, and they're like, here are these gifts, like what is it, frankincense and myrrh or whatever that these three wise men had. And then Miracle Man shows up again and goes, aha, no way, you guys are going to foil my plan. And the thing knows Miracle Man because he's like, I know you're Miracle Man. And so Miracle Miracle Man's like, he turns the animals in the stable into these like monsters straight out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever. So they start fighting, and this guy's like cackling like his evil cackle.
That's Vincent Price.
Yeah, he looks like Vincent Price. Yeah. And then we get a little bit of a backstory about Miracle Man. He was like fighting the Fantastic Four, and then these Indian spirits came down and took him away. And then he tricked the Indian spirits and took their power. And who cares? Who really gives a shit? I don't care. So anyway, the Miracle Man, he like loses his power, and no, he gets his power back, and he zaps the thing, but his power doesn't hurt Ghost Rider. It doesn't affect Ghost Rider. So he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like burn this place down to the ground. So he starts burning everything down. Make sure y'all got all that. And then and Ghost Rider's like, you people get out of here with the baby, and the thing, I know you just got knocked on your ass, but get out of here before you burn up. So they escape, and the Ghost Rider's like, Thing, you go get that Miracle Dude. I'll stay here and take care of people. So he's still laughing. Miracle Dude's still laughing. And then the Thing catches him, and the only way you can beat him is to throw sand in his eye, because sometimes you gotta fight dirty. So then it's like, it's clobbering time. So he like knocks him like for a loop, and so he's punched out. He's done. And when he does that, the what would be Bethlehem, I guess, turns back into the Indian reservation. And then these Indian gods, I guess, show up again and like, we got this thing. We got this. And things like, we'll take care of it better than you did last time, because you guys did a shitty job last time. And he's like, oh no, we got this. So then the Ghost Rider's like, hey, I got to get out of here because I'm late for one of my shows or something.
Adios,
I got to get out of here. Huh?
Adios, folks. It's like,
he says, adios, man.
Like that.
And then he rides off. Okay, so these are Jedi's notable. These are things that kind of popped out at me as I was going through this thing. All right, first of all is that wise man could be me. It could be me, but he did call him old timer too, which I thought was kind of funny. He's like old timer. Okay, so this scene, I did not show this scene earlier, but this is an actual panel out of the comic book, which is like straight out of some porn, right? Can't you just see this?
Yeah,
like they're getting ready, like he just drops his drawers and his girlfriend walks in. That's like straight out of
and Ben's Jewish, so I don't know why he cares so much about the Christmas tree.
Yeah, no.
That's true. His girlfriend, so that's his girlfriend. I forget her name. It's his blind girlfriend, and yeah, she's hot. She's comically hot. All right, what else we got? Okay, this is why I was going to make fun of whoever drew these mouths used to work for a sex doll factory or something. These mouths these are some sex doll mouths that were drawn on these women.
Medusa does look a little like Captain Caveman there.
They have no teeth. You know, put like the gum on the teeth. The gums, all gums.
Yeah. They're I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. All right, what do we got? See, even the Thing thinks that's funny. And then Ghost Rider's talking about he must have drove through a patch of loco weed. I thought that was funny. Either I drove through a patch of loco weed. What else we got? Sheesh, I've been called a wise guy before, but this is ridiculous.
That is a great frame.
Oh boy.
Don't tell me you know this walking Looney Tune. I love some of the verbiage they use. It's just crazy. Fella, you're gonna look like a miracle margarine when I get done with you.
Thing always has great lines.
That's it. We're done. That's it. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That's Christmas. That's Silver Age Christmas
stuff. It's fun to go back to those books and see how hilarious some of them were, because some of the storylines were nuts. I know we complain about stories and crap all the time now, but some of the storylines back there were they were phoned in.
That's a funny show.
They were cranking them out, but
Local
it
weed.
was a lot of quantity. It was a lot of quantity.
I'm out of my mind. That's funny.
Oh, good
Oh,
stuff.
geez.
Good stuff. Good
Is
stuff.
that the end, man?
I think
And my friend.
that is the end. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to Rennavision.
Give us a
and
thumbs up.
our friend Bruce Forever, King of Nerds. Please, if you liked our content, please like this video. We always appreciate it, and we always appreciate comments. We always like suggestions for artist spotlights or character spotlights, things like that.
And also, please, we're starting a Kickstarter. I'm going back to acting. Please, I need to
Yeah.
get some new headshots, and so
The Kickstarter is to get Dom hair so he can regain his acting career.
I need a mane again, man.
We're gonna do a Kickstarter to get you a toupee so you could retake that headshot and
There you go.
and reenact that headshot.
I'll do.
Dom, you've got to dress up like that and do a before and after. You gotta. I need you to dress up like that, do that same pose, and give us a before and after. You got to do it.
At least the
Giggles,
hand's
if you're
not,
watching, make it
the
happen.
hand's not on the chin at
She
least. So.
goes, we should have a watch party of my movie. No way.
I'm down for that, man.
We need to find every time you're an extra in something and do some supercut of it for a video.
Oh man, it's gonna be a watch. You know what? So look, like I'll say, so On the Edge, it was a movie student that I was it was a student made film that they made. So The Safe Men, I was in the front row. The movie it was a movie about these two safe crackers that the mob, a Jewish mob boss, wanted to crack open the safe, and they got into it. So I was like in the bar mitzvah scene where I'm in the front, in the second row. You can see me have a yarmulke on. I'm in the front row. On that, Down to You, that was I was a club dancer in the movie Down to You. Keeping the Faith, I was a dancer in there. Godzilla, I was an army officer. You couldn't even see me. Godzilla, Matthew Broderick, the old Godzilla. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I was a party guest. The Siege, I was an army officer. Molotov Samba, I was a mobster, which there was a
What
scene
do they
that
pay
was
you?
on.
Do they pay you like a sandwich and a cup of Kool-Aid to do that, or do you actually make money?
I got some food. Got like maybe $75. But the extra work, you make about $70.
Somebody throw this guy a Boba Fett figure.
Fun to get the
He'll do
hands
it.
on set. Throw something on the resume.
Right. Famous, I was a party guest. And then television was the best. I had The Sopranos, Oz, Sex and the City, and Law and Order.
What did you play at Oz?
Yeah. Oz, I was in Oz. I was a
He was an extra in the shower.
Wasn't Oz a prison movie? A prison show?
yeah, I was a stand-in for the shower guy.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
The actor's like, stunt double, come in here.
He was the ass
You're up.
double.
I was the bar of soap. That fell on the floor.
Oh God.
Nah, so basically, yeah, that was the stint of the movie. I wish I could find. I would definitely love to find the like the scenes I was in.
Did you say you were in a scene where people were breaking into a safe?
Yeah. So the movie called The Safe Men. It was an actual movie. And
Did you get in trouble by the director because you kept mumbling? I bet Boba Fett could get in that safe already.
No, no, I wish I was.
Boba Fett would have got in there 20 minutes ago.
So we had a little watch party, me and my wife and our mom and dad, and her brother. So it was Christmas. We were watching the movie I was in, and they couldn't even finish. They were laughing their asses off. It was the funniest thing. It just couldn't stop. They couldn't even get through it. 15 minutes, and they started breaking laughter like all over the place. It's funny.
Wow.
We're gonna have a surprise. One of these days, Dom's gonna think he comes on for a regular show, and we're gonna work with Giggles, and we're gonna have a surprise showing on this that movie on here. You said there's no copies though, right? Did you say there's no copies of this thing?
Yeah, Joe, go on YouTube right now and put on the Edge.
Here, you find it, Jedi, because I'll end up losing the stream again.
Like I say, we're gonna lose all our viewers now because everybody's gonna go search for On the
No,
Edge.
it's funny. Put on Dominic Strigliano on the Edge.
Oh, is that your that's your scene
No,
that you had?
it's on YouTube. Wait, yeah, but that's I gotta find that later. Look at the.
I got wrestling. How did I end up with wrestling?
I didn't go wrestling. No, I'm not wrestling.
Wait a minute. How you spell your last name, dude? You think I can spell your name?
Yeah.
It's a CIRIGLIANO.
Oh, there it is. Dominic Sigliano, past history. Is this it?
It's black and white.
Hey, dude, you're right there. You're on the thumbnail, dude.
Yeah.
That's you on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You can share it up there if you want.
Hang on. Yeah, wait a minute. All right, let me share it up real quick. I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble. Hope we don't get in trouble.
I don't think you get in trouble. No, it's
Who's gonna copyright strike it?
I don't know. Hey, look at Dom. There's Dom right there.
Yeah.
He's on the thumbnail.
what hair? Part 6 of 6.
He's a famous man.
Oh, listen, put it on. Put the value on. This is funny.
Oh, you're not gonna be able to hear it because I got my earplugs in.
Yeah.
Hang on. If you want to hear it, hang on. Let me.
There's me.
Was that you that said "Holy shit"? Hang on.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, let me rig this up. You got to give me a second to rig this up, and we'll make it happen. Hang on. All right, hang on. I gotta so you guys don't get blown away with any sort of.
We already conditioned him with the new intro.
Yeah, right.
All right, you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Now take the.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yep.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you, but I can't hear you.
The sound. The
Connected to
press the.
JOHNSON22.
All right, I can't hear you guys for some reason, but here we go. What the hell? All right, it's not working. Damn it.
We'll put the link in the. We'll put the link in somewhere.
Hang on a second. I'm going to leave and come back. I don't know how long we want to play with this, but I really want to do this.
We'll find a way to put a link in for everybody.
Yeah.
And get it up there. But yeah, that's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Some funny stuff, man.
This guy's gonna get it
before.
I'll tell you, this guy's gonna get some more subscribers for the. He's only got 5 right now. Like, oh shit! What happened? I got 15 subscribers all of a sudden.
Right? Out of the blue.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Jedi there for a second.
No, he wants to watch it. That's why he's watching it.
He's falling around. There you are. You're back.
Oh, okay.
All right, I still can't hear you guys. We're having some technical problems there.
Yeah.
Well, we will roll out here. Whoop. Nope. That's the one. There it is.
I don't know how long you guys want to mess with this. I can't hear you guys.
We will get that link out to everybody somehow so you can see Dom in his haired days.
Hair glory. My hair glory.
Like I said, you come join us every Friday. Famous people every Friday. But we appreciate you all coming this week. As always, tomorrow, SNS is on Saturday. Sunday, you got your Tales of the Dark Side. You will have Bruce on Monday with his show.
Is he
Wednesday.
back on Monday or Tuesday? Is he going to do Tuesday again or just Monday?
I think Monday, but we'll keep an eye out because maybe it'll move to Tuesday. Wednesday, the Tack Boys. They've been doing a lot of fun things with picking books. Then Friday, Bruce on the other show at 7 normally, and CBSI Hot 10 at 9, and then you've made a full circle back to us at 9:30. We appreciate you watching.
Just a heads
All
up.
right, I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
On the
I can hear
20th,
you guys now. You guys want to try this?
Let's try it again. On the 20th,
right.
I'll be in
Sure.
Vegas for 4 days. So
Signing autographs.
All right.
excited to go there. But
You performing at the Desert Inn?
Let's watch this.
Okay, you got a shirt now, Jedi.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oops. Here we go. Tell me if you can hear this.
Yep.
Yep.
Holy shit! Someone fucking call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! Shit! God damn! Fucking call an ambulance! Why'd you leave him here? Why'd you leave him?
Damn, Dom, you're good.
What? What are you guys doing? Shit, Rob, we're with you.
This thing's like 8 minutes long.
Yeah, go here, bring it all the way to the end here. Bring it to the end where the credits are. Go all the way. No. Keep going. Keep going a bit more. Show the people's face. Keep going.
Keep going?
You keep going. No.
Yeah, let me mute it so they're not. You tell me when.
All right, right there. Now press start. Yeah. Show the music. Yeah.
Yeah, you might need to mute it for the music. You might need to mute it for the music, Jedi.
You guys can't hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it, but you might need to mute it for the music.
Oh, you didn't want the music?
Well, I don't know if it's copyrighted music, so.
I've never heard of it. Dominic. So was that you doing all the screaming at the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, the
Like,
beginning.
the dude's going,
Holy shit.
Oh shit! Fuck! God!
That's you.
Shit.
That's you right there, right?
It's me, yeah.
You killed it, dude. I believed you. So that's you that grabbed that guy by the collar,
Yeah,
right?
that's me, yeah.
I shook
Oh
the shit
man,
out of
you
him.
killed it. You killed it. You're good.
Oh, that's good stuff, Tom. It's good stuff.
I thought you were gonna kick his ass.
Oh, it's like, pretend you're shaking Catherine Kennedy.
Oh man.
Just channel that.
No, I am impressed, my guy. That was some good stuff.
Definitely
If you
some
want
good
to
stuff.
have a watch party on this, let us know.
I want to watch the whole thing.
Yo, it's compelling. Watch it when
Next
you go
round,
tonight.
Roman.
Tonight, sit down with your wife. You watch it. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll kiss 3 hours goodbye. No, I'm just kidding.
My wife will not believe that.
That's right.
I'm like, that's Dom. She's like, bullshit. That's not Dom. I'm like, yeah, it is.
It's fantastic. I think there's no better way to end the night than than that, because that was fantastic. So hopefully you'll join us all next week. I appreciate everybody coming. Any boys got any last words?
No, I'm going to the movies tomorrow night. I may do a pop-up whatnot because I got some bills to pay, my guy. I mean, I just got bills. Comic book bills are killing me, so I may do a pop-up whatnot. We'll see how that goes. But other than
Those
that,
gifts don't buy themselves.
yeah.
Well, look forward to hearing if you go to the movies how you enjoyed.
I am looking forward to that movie now. I really am.
the
I hope I'm
movie.
not let down.
You can give us a good rundown of it next week.
Yeah, maybe it's good
it'll
enough
have
to get-
been out enough.
Maybe it's good enough to get Joe inside a theater for the first time in 15 years.
It has been a long time. I think the last movie I was in a theater for, so I took my kids to go see Jurassic World, and that was the first. That was the first one, yes.
So,
and I haven't been to a theater since.
That's what, 2015?
Yeah, it's been a while. So, I just don't like people.
you like me.
I don't. I don't. I'd rather sit on my couch and be able to pause it and go take a piss whenever I need to.
I'm blown away that Dom's not a movie star. That was some killer shit, dude. How you weren't picked up by
The trolling is a fantastic Jedi, but I know it's funny.
I'm not trolling. You did good. I'm not. I'm kind of picking at you, but it was really good. I thought you did really good.
Fun.
The funny thing is that I did a movie that it was a girl became SAG, so they couldn't put it out, and I never got the copy. And I was a mobster in it. It was a hitman, and it really was a great movie. And
I hate it when women get saggy.
Yeah.
No, but the whole fact is that I can't find it anywhere. And they used to have a scene on YouTube, and we used to watch it. And all the guys used to make fun of it. And they used to laugh. They, oh shit, Dom's a gangster. I shot a guy in the back. Like that was really cool. But they took it off. But who knows? Maybe one day, hey, I'll still do something. Now I'm at that age now where I could be a father or an older mentor towards something down the road. The action hero thing is a little bit out of sync now.
You could be a young Tamara Morrison.
We need some new headshots.
Yeah, I'm gonna make another headshot. Yeah.
Before and after. Dom, hey. Well, you know what? It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was good stuff. All righty, everybody. Have a great week. Stay safe out there. Have a great lead up to the holidays, and we shall see you next
Week.